Okay, guys, it's a bit tedious to have to explain the basics to somebody, but that's what I'm here to do. Um, I've scouted over 40,000 games, and let's see what is the total. I started on Big Bang, April 12th, 2011, and I've played intensively off and on. I take long breaks. My most recent break was from October 4th until December 19th. And one of the reasons I take breaks is that people spout nonsense, tactical nonsense, all the time. And not only that, they completely ignore what the scout can do for them, especially in the later stages. Now, scouting requires cover. You can't drive out in the open. You can't expose yourself in the expectation that you're going to survive, especially now. Now, I have heard that in the next patch they might once again tweak the accuracy downwards. The reason being, I heard it had to do with helping heavies survive longer in a battle, that people were taking too much advantage of knowledge of the hitboxes and the soft spots. Be that as it may, generally speaking, the scout, the reconnaissance vehicle, is near to the enemy, and the people that are shooting based on his targeting information are further away. And that's just the way it is. There's certain maps where people completely ignore my presence, and they expect you to do the impossible. Well, this battle, I think I did awesome. I really enjoyed it. I don't like this tank very much. The reason there's several reasons I have this account. Reason number one, have fun. Reason number two, recruiting, looking for people anonymously for my clan. Reason number three, the comedy element. A certain person probably doesn't know that I've probably told more and better jokes than anybody in World of Tanks, and maybe I'll show them some of my comedy panels and my backronyms, of which there are upwards of 300. Most of them are good. So I'm going to hit the space bar here and advance the battle. Now, the first nonsensical remark, I don't believe in scout duplication. I agree with that. But on this map, here comes the comment from what's-his-face. All our scouts go one way. Well, there's no commander, there's no orders. I would prefer that we be spread out, but once I got going, I'd like him to explain how that can be arranged. Okay, I'm going to fast forward here, and let's just look at the layout on the mini-map here. I'll increase it by 1 notch. Yeah, our E100, I believe I made fun of him because, is he there because of the RD? I don't know. But, it's a complication in the fire plan, and it's ridiculous. Okay, I'm just gonna, when I see something important, I'll just say so. I mean, this ain't too bad. The main thing is that Mouse there is, he survived to the later stages. This, I suppose, could be charitably described as a layered defense, L-A-Y-E-R-E-D, layered. And the problem is, his survival into the later stages, he was in a position where I couldn't help him. I could not scout anywhere near this fellow because he's on the other side of the river. And I explained after this battle was over, we engaged in a ridiculously long chat session, and I told this guy almost at the beginning is that what he doesn't realize is that the 9 line from the point of view of defense is totally awesome. And a scout that knows what he's doing can drive back and forth and go down to K9 and then go back to the other end of the ridge and scout the bejesus out of the enemy. And that's what I did in the later stages. But it cannot be done across the river. It's impossible. Okay, I'm going to slow this down to 2 times regular speed. I can't zoom out. This mod pack is, you know, I've got 0 damage. Well, it's a freaking tier 10 battle. And I just got hit by the T-49. And, you know, for me to drive, you know, a lot of people don't understand this. If you concentrate on precision driving, you sacrifice certain things, among which is the ability to, you know, land precise shots. And I'm in a vehicle that, you know, the armor does nothing. Okay, so... Okay, where are we at here? Okay, there's still some vehicle... You know, it's still... You know, it's still not so bad. But the problem is the position of the mouse when things get hot and heavy in the later stages, so... Bribe is like... Okay. And I told Bribe, this is... Yeah, Bribe's got to get out of there. He's got to get back on the ridge so I can spot for him. Yeah, if I go... see, this is... with my camo... And even here, I was seen by the T-49, and he hit me again. That was heat. Okay. And we're going to lose that guy over there. So Bribe is retreating. See him? He's moving up the 9 line. And that's the guy from Guerrillas. So... the IS-7 is about to die. You know, scatterers die. Fire teams win. Now, I know the mouse is not capable of marching here and there all over the map. But, in my opinion, if this guy had read the battle, he would have made an effort to get out of there. This was almost predictable. And, you know, Bribe in his E75 disengaged. You know, this is the concept. You disengage, the scout drives like mad, lights up targets, but it has to be done over here. I cannot get anywhere near this guy to help him. We've got a, you know, he's not a unicum, but let's see here. You know, he's getting there. From, is that Guerrillas? Yeah, he's from G. So I would love this fellow in the mouse to tell me how specifically I can assist him at this stage. In my opinion, it's impossible, and we're going to see that here. So, and I ran out of ammunition almost in this one. So there, I'm backing off. See, I have to keep my distance. And our friend there in the mouse, he's just going to get hammered to pieces because he's surrounded. And he can, you know, this is converging field of fire, and game over for him. Now, like I said earlier, this defensive position is totally awesome. Actually, I'm wrong. This isn't the battle. This is a different battle where I almost ran out of shells. So, I told this guy that he'd never seen anything like this, so I'm going to put the fixed camera back on and show him what I'm up to here. Probably didn't watch. And we almost did it. We almost did it. Now, Bribe hesitated. You know, we discussed it afterwards, and he agreed that, you know, I wanted him to ram or charge down the hill at the Centurion Action X. And, you know, I've done this thousands of times. I've got a reverse slope now. I can do this all day. And Bribe there, he just took out the IS-7. And now I'm one of the things I'm doing here is throwing off the arty fire, right? I do not want him to land a shell on me, so I have to pursue an extremely erratic path. Bribe just landed another hit on that guy. And I hope my my SSD doesn't run out of space here. I'm going to speed it up. And I'm still following an erratic path on a reverse slope. Bribe is covering me. Actually, it's getting too weird. I turned off the fixed camera. Now, I'm worried the Centurion Action X was going to try to go after us here. There. Okay, Bribe just took out the T10, and this is the fail. I wanted him to basically ram the guy. I've still got 4 gold rounds left, and you know, like I said, we discussed it. And it was a mistake. See, he's and if the waffle had not had a shot lined up, I mean, that guy over there that's got 3 kills, he might not have had a shot lined up, and our timing was off, and we lost the game. So this is a love letter to a mouse. I suppose that's what we can call this video, and I hope that this guy understands a little bit more about the game.